Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a nice time. As always, I appreciate you guys for joining back to watch the video, taking time out of your busy schedule. Very appreciated, guys. And you know what time it is? It's time for me to give you guys one or two updates regarding Nigerian Super Eagles. And let me start with the fact that our Nigerian Golden Eaglets are right now playing their first game in the WAFU competition. Of course, I mentioned that in the last video that their first game is going to be today, 4 p.m. Burkina Faso, and they are currently on right now. Almost the first half is almost done right now, and from what I'm getting is that they are still playing 0-0. There doesn't seem to be any broadcast of this game outside of the corners of this stadium, because I've looked everywhere. I've not seen this game shown on TV or broadcasted. But that's what's happening right now. They're playing it at the University of Ghana Stadium, which is the Accra University Stadium. That's the name of the stadium. And of course, Manu Garba and his team will definitely hope to get the victory in that game. Ghana obviously started really well yesterday when the competition was officially opened by thrashing Ivory Coast 5 solid goals to 1. That was what the host actually played out yesterday, sending a message obviously to our Nigerian Golden Eaglets and to Manu Garba, of course, that they are really ready for this one. They are ready to actually defend the cup, not really defend the cup, but they are ready to not allow the cup leave their country, because technically Nigeria is the defending champion of the tournament. So they want to show that they can take the cup away from Nigeria. But that's the update. I'll definitely keep tabs on it and hopefully give you guys the score line in the community tab when it's over. But moving on, guys, let me let you know that Lookman and Demola obviously had a bad day, terrible day yesterday, obviously, because he lost the final against Juventus. It was it was a very, very emotional game for them, obviously, because he wanted to win. Really. Remember, he's in 2 finals, the Coppa Italia final, which they lost yesterday, unfortunately, and also in the Europa League final with Victor Boniface's Bayern Leverkusen. But that game yesterday, obviously didn't go to their favor. The most painful part of it was that Lookman and his team lost that game by a single goal, which was scored in the 4th minute of the match, courtesy of Dusan Vlahovic. But the crazy thing is, they could not reply that goal throughout the duration of that game. So it was very painful, to consider an early goal like that and not be able to reply the goal, and then going on to lose the final. So this is why it's very frustrating. But again, we has to move on. Lookman has to move on and look towards the future, which is also very bright. But of course, we know he has another final in the Europa League with Victor Boniface's Bayern Leverkusen, and it's a possibility he might win that one if it goes well for them, but he has to move on, and I'm sure there will definitely be lots of a trophy for him in the future. But leaving that update, guys, let me let you know that we've been having injury issues, and right now it's almost certain that Chukwueze will not be part of the team that will be playing the World Cup qualifying games against South Africa and Benin. And the latest person to be joined in this whole crazy injury list is Victor Osimhen. Right now, the report is that he might actually sit this one out, because there hasn't been good news from his camp as regards his injury. The latest I'm hearing from his camp is that he actually underwent a physiotherapy session at the Konami Training Center today. Actually, it was today. Yesterday. But for more indication, there hasn't been any improvement whatsoever, and there hasn't really been a fixed date, as to when he's going to come back to the field or to the pitch. So this is, indirectly ruling him out, or putting a question mark as to whether he's going to show up for the game. And interestingly, this is also the reason why NFF and Coach Finidi have not announced or released the names to Nigerians or to the public for we to see. Of course, I mentioned that, early this week was the day that we understood that they were going to let out the names to the public, the 25-man list, but it still hasn't been released up till now. And the report right now is that why there is a delay is because of these injury players. That's why NFF are delaying the release, because they actually wanted to give a little bit of time to see if these players can recover or show any signs of improvement. Of course, these people that are questionable, are very, very key players of the squad, the likes of Victor Osimhen, Samuel Chukwueze, are two of the guys, two of number of people who are possible doubts for that one. And they were actually waiting to see if these guys can, or if their club side can actually report good news regarding their progress, but it hasn't happened yet. And NFF are kind of stuck in between getting other players to replace these guys. And the report right now is that Coach Finidi and NFF, they want to replace, particularly Chukwueze, whose own is almost certain now that he's going to need. They want to replace him with a home-based player, NPFL player. I mentioned, in the last video that Coach Finidi actually included 4 NPFL players in his provisional squad, 35-man provisional squad. And of course, the reason or the purpose of provisional squad, why it's much more than like the main squad, is that when you have provisional squad of 35 players and then 25 are selected from them, then the remaining 10 players are going to be in the reserve. They won't come to the camp, but they'll just be in their club side whenever there's an injury to any of the players in the 25-man squad. NFF or Finidi can decide to pick from that 10 players in the provisional squad to replace the injured player in the 25-man squad. So this is the situation right now. NFF and Finidi are reportedly looking at picking from that 10 reserve, preferably home-based player. That's the report right now, a winger from the NPFL to replace Chukwueze at this moment. And from the look of things, they might also be replacing the likes of Victor Osimhen if he doesn't show any sign of improvement in the coming days, before they release that list to the public, because they don't want a situation whereby they release the list to the public and it will be a list filled with injured players that will not even show up. So they want to actually be sure before they release the list. And what this means right now is that, we are depleted going into this game against South Africa. Because if Osimhen is in question, then obviously Finidi and NFL, they're going to have to find a very strong alternative to fill in the void of Osimhen. Right now, we have only Victor Boniface, who has just recently been named the rookie player of the Bundesliga. Congratulations to him. He won that rookie player of the month consecutively, I think for 4 straight months, I think from August till like November, before he had that injury in December. But right now, he looks like the only trusted attacker that we have right now that doesn't have injury. Of course, there is the likes of Paul, Nacho, Dresser, and the rest. So NFF and Finidi have big decisions in terms of looking for a striker that is going to come in to replace Victor Osimhen and deliver as well. If Victor Osimhen doesn't recover on time. Let me know what you think about this latest development. That's the video, guys. Thank you for watching this one. Make sure to like and share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you've not done so, and have a lovely day, guys.